and bringing your ideas from concept to reality. For more information on products, pricing, and more, please visit us on the web at fourwallsllc.com or call us at 856-650-6556.
All right, welcome back as we close out. Let's get it. Once again, a great show tonight. Appreciate you guys, everyone watching on YouTube Lives and watching on Facebook Live. Again, I know we've been picking up more viewers every week, and we appreciate it as we continue to try to grow. You know, some of the final thoughts like we do every week. Before we get into the final thought, there was one thing I wanted to bring up, and I didn't bring up before. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the Raiders-Dolphins game last night, which was a crazy game. And at the end of the game, the Raiders slid – instead of scoring the touchdown, they slid to burn time off the clock and ended up going for the field goal. They left some time off the clock, on the clock. Fitzmagic came in and did his thing. But my feeling, and you guys have all played sports, I always think that you need to go take the points. Take the points, stop trying to be cute. And it ended up burning the Raiders at the end of this game. I don't know, what's your thoughts on that? I just feel like you always need to take the points, stop being cute.
I mean, I think – there are certain times when guys do it when, like, the next play we're going to kneel and the game's over, or we just have to kneel twice and the game's over. Right. But when you're going to have to keep playing, you can't. You got to take the point. Yeah. And I always bring everything back to basketball. Uh-huh. It's like when, teams are fouling you at the end of the game and the guy has a wide open layup and he dribbles it out and gets fouled. No, because you're going to make a layup more than you are going to make foul shots.
Absolutely.
So, I agree. You take the points unless, so say in basketball, this guy's going to dribble out and he's not going to get fouled and the game's going to be over. I'm fine with that. But if we're going to have to keep playing, you got to score.
Right. Yes, and it was interesting. And it's interesting when I found myself watching the game, I was rooting at that point. I said, I want you to lose now, Raiders, because you're being cute. And John Gruden always being cute. He's always been that way when he was coaching.
I think it's probably part of it's like strategy. I think you do take the points. Yeah. It's like and coach, he liked the basketball, and that's kind of what my thought was. But more particularly, like with that, you are what is that when you're, let's say you're down by 3. So instead of giving up the 3, I'm gonna give you the foul shot. You know what I'm saying? See, that could backfire.
Definitely back, yeah.
And this is what that sounds like. That sounds like this kind of backfire. Yeah.
Well, I did.
So the strategy, I think, is understandable.
Well, what's interesting? I didn't listen to it after. I wonder if he was told to do that, because a lot of players nowadays, they're scoring, and then the media is like killing them.
Right.
Like,
why'd you score?
If he stops at the 1, the game's over. Blah blah blah. Right. So I wonder if that was the game plan, or if that was him trying to be sportsman-like. Right. You know what I mean? Right. I wonder what it was. I don't know.
No, it was interesting. And then at the same time, too, people are like, well, don't blame him. Blame the fact that the defensive coordinator had a horrible defense set out in the last drive of the game. That and like the secondary let the receiver get behind him. I think it was funny. Nelson Aguilar had a huge game.
Yeah.
And
he caught that back, wasn't it him?
He had two big catches.
Wow.
And then I'm drawing a blank on his name. Matt Collins made the huge catch for the Dolphins. I remember two former Eagles. It's just funny to see that. Mm-hmm. But I loved seeing it. And shout out to Ryan Fitzpatrick. I love how he embraces his role on the Dolphins of being like that veteran. And it's interesting. The coach had a real interesting point. He said, sometimes your starter will give you 7 1/3 good innings, but you got to go to your bullpen to close the game out.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that's a great analogy, being a baseball
Absolutely.
Now. And, he said, they said Tua's our guy next game, and Fitz knows that. Fitz is not here to take a young guy's job. But it's just, that's success. And but again, we go back to that's just organizational understanding and game plan of what we're doing.
But it's showing him some loyalty, too,
absolutely.
because they know that's what he does.
Right.
So, we had a specialist at one time, right? We had but we did.
I thought we were going to get through the whole show.
No.
Don't go there. I thought we were going to do it.
No. Don't go there. No, but we had a specialist though. We had Nicky Foles. He was a specialist.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? Fitzpatrick is a specialist. This is what he does, right? So
I can't deny that. He did. You're right.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, man, it's all good. But I don't know. Sometimes I think the strategies can backfire. You know what I'm saying? It can backfire.
But again, it's always though too. Like you plan on my defense can make a stop. All parts of the game are gonna come through.
Right.
But we'll see. One of the other things too was just seeing that the Buccaneers made the playoffs and the Patriots didn't make the playoffs, and it's like, wow, that you just see the impact of Tom Brady.
It's crazy.
It's just like
Brady's that dude.
Listen, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. I mean, I know people want to say like Montana and whatnot, but you can make that argument, but his impact is just shown so much because the Patriots this year they completely fell off the map,
Right.
And the Buccaneers are a Super Bowl contender. So
Right.
and again, he breeds more people coming like that team around him. They brought Gronk back. He brought Antonio Brown back, and able to keep him under
Did he
control.
play?
Yeah, he had like
touchdown.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
I swear this week.
Yeah, so
AB.
so we'll see. But one of my other final thoughts is the Phillies finally got a new general manager, Sam Fold. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with there.
The hell is Sam Fold?
And that's what everybody in the Philly area.
The hell is Sam Fold?
Listen, actually, he's a former Israel baseball team member, so I got to be supportive there.
Okay.
But again, also. That's what everyone's reaction was who the hell is Sam Fold? And because
he didn't cost any money.
Right.
He costs no money and he's controllable.
Well,
and that's the thing that irritating the Philly fans is that, and I have nothing against this
who
guy.
went and got him? Dumbledore?
Right, yeah, it was internal. Yeah, it was an internal hire because and the thing was
his guy.
Before this season, he was the director of international aggressive training, some ridiculous title where it was like
Sam Rothstein.
Yeah, it was like he had no.
Right.
So to me, it sounds like you're going to be the figurehead, But I feel bad for this guy because no matter what, I'm not going to put blame on him. I'm going to put blame still on the Phillies organization because they put him in what I feel is a no-win situation. Like if let's say JT, who's still sitting out there, needs to be signed by the Phillies. If he doesn't get signed by the Phillies, I'm still not pointing. I'm still pointing at Matt Klentak and Middleton. I'm not pointing my fingers at Sam Fold. But this poor guy is going to be the figurehead who's going to take the fall for lack of success. But I had to bring that up because I always got to bring baseball into the show.
No, that's cool. No, I appreciate that, man. I'm rooting for the Phillies, but I don't know who the hell Sam Fold is, though.
No, neither do I. And even during his playing days, he was just a.
Oh, he played.
Yeah, he was an average. I'm not even average, a little below average, but if you're in the majors still, he was an average ball player.
Wait, who did he play for?
He played for the Rays. He played for the A's for a little bit. I mean, he was nobody.
Okay. Expansion team.
What was it?
He's outfielder.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sam Fold.
Samuel Fold. So, Coach, what are your final thoughts?
Okay.
Final thoughts. I didn't bring. Go ahead.
I just want to interrupt real quick. Do y'all realize that this is the last show of 2020?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think about that.
Wow.
So maybe with our final thoughts, why don't we give a resolution too?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, I'm not superstitious like that anyway. I mean, but I do try to at least make a goal and say, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's the last show.
No, I like
2020.
it. I like it.
I'm with it.
All right, so go ahead.
I'll let you go, Coach, and then I'll come back and I'll get mine.
Cool. I'll go to my final thoughts first. I want to give a shout out to the Ball brothers, LaMelo and Lonzo.
Mm-hmm.
The Balls get a bad rap because of their dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go Lonzo first. Lonzo has recreated himself.
Mm.
He's shooting, I think right now, right around 48% from three, which is something everybody said he couldn't do.
That's good.
So he's proving himself to be a quality NBA point guard.
Absolutely.
And the other, LaMelo, comes in as the number 2 pick in the draft. 3 pick, sorry. Where'd he go? Second or third?
I thought he went.
Wiseman went first. Oh, Anthony Wiseman.
Yeah.
So he went third. Sorry, third pick in. That was quick.
Right.
Third pick in the draft, and he's not starting right now.
Oh, wow.
People are making a big deal. How do you pick him number 3? He's not starting, but all he did is come in and he's just playing. He's not
ball,
sitting there
right.
pouting. First game he didn't even score. Second game he comes out and scores 7 points in the first 2 minutes he's in. So they're just playing, man, and they're showing that it's not about, what they were, who their dad was, and it's just about, that they can play. And I enjoy them. I've always liked them, so I'm happy that they're having the success that they are. Resolution, you know, I keep saying, and I have to do it. I just want to be more organized.
Yeah.
And more, you know, just planned out and not so, you know, spur of the moment, last minute, you know, trying to put things together and just be looking forward more and just have things more in order. So that's kind of my plan. I don't even want to say goal because it's going to happen. My plan for 2021 is just to be more organized and just to have a better game plan overall.
Sure indeed. You want me to go or you want to go? It's up to you.
I mean, go ahead, Jay.
All right. Take the best for last.
You know,
You know.
everyone does their part. You know.
So I guess my final thought is, I mean, what a shame about LiAngelo though.
I mean, listen, every family's got to have a
Yeah, right. I got it.
Imagine being him though, man. It's just like
Every family's got a Tito.
Sure enough, yo. But I guess my final thought is, man, I'm looking.
He's a model. He's getting paid to model.
Is he? He's modeling.
straight.
Oh, okay. So he's good. So I guess my final thought is I'm just looking really forward for the NBA season and really for my Sixers to come together. Because I think that we could really do something special, man. So I'm looking forward to that. My final thought also is I'm hoping that these Giants get in, man. You know, and I'm hoping that my Philadelphia Eagles fans could maybe root for them as well, especially for the ones that live in New Jersey where they play.
as long as it's not the Cowboys, I can root for.
Okay, and plus, and it's playing in New Jersey, right? So,
Stop with that.
no, I'm saying, but their money, you know, it goes to the taxes and everything.
I know, you're right.
So, come on, man. I'm just saying, like, you know. So, my resolution, though, is, I was having a conversation, and I would shout out Slow Jam, Sam Ridgeway. I was having a conversation with him last week, I think, or whatever, and we were just talking about like eating and the things you eat, the things you put in your body. And it's like, you know, I've said I wanted to do it before, and just be disciplined with my eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I have moments where I'm good, but then, you know, a lot of my moments, they might change it, especially if I'm going out somewhere and, you know, you might have a little beverage or something, and you need some wings.
Those cheese turds,
you know, right?
And,
you need some wings. You need
yeah.
some. You know what I mean? So I want to get more disciplined with my eating, but then also more on my health kick, like with like vitamins and
apple cider vinegar.
I've been doing that,
Okay.
but I'm about to get the sea moss, like the sea moss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You done it before?
I haven't done it. I've been hearing a lot about it.
I've been hearing
That
me
and
too.
elderberry. I've heard of
Elderberry and the bladder whack or whatever that.
it.
Yeah, it's called bladder whack though. Yeah,
I don't
you
want
know.
nothing called bladder whack.
No.
Sorry. I don't want nothing called bladder whack.
But
I got later in life for bladder whack. I don't want that.
I hear you. But I want to get more discipline with that stuff, because that stuff, especially like with what we're dealing with this corona and stuff like that, like the vitamins and stuff is really what's going to, I think, help us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's boosting our immune. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I want to do. And of course, exercise and walk. But it's just like, I can have the good intentions, but it's like when that cold comes, and I'm like, man, I don't even want to walk out there, man.
And I like the cold, and I'm still like, no.
That changes
I'm
everything.
like, nah, I don't even. You know, my doctor said, well, you could ride your bike upstairs and get like a bike stand where it don't move, and you can keep that like an exercise bike. But I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that either. You know, so I just gotta find something that kind of works for me. You know what I'm saying? At this stage, you know what I mean? So, so that's my resolution. Is to just be more fit and more healthy, so that, you know, I could continue through the years. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of echo that too.
Yeah.
You know, organization is key, like you were saying.
Yeah, true
you know,
indeed.
Marcus, like, you know, I also just want to continue and you know, Jay, it's been pretty cool, and with the COVID and Marcus, you coming on to see the growth of this show.
Oh yeah,
Continue,
true indeed.
you know, and like, you know, like I know we kind of, and I consider it like our baby. Like I was looking back and I was watching the episode before, you know, you joined with us, Marcus, you know, and I was like, wow, like we were sitting there doing the show, you know, with, you know, and we had Mike on, you know, your buddy Mike from Sirius.
We were sitting this way.
I was at my house.
He was at your house.
And we were doing it, you know, and I was just like, wow, like we went from that to now having, you know, 500, 600, 700 views a week. sometimes. And I just think that it's awesome. Just continue to grow this show. And again, I shout out to you guys for really, and Jay, for all the work you put in, and Marcus, you coming on.
I appreciate that.
And just continue to, do that, because I think that within Corona time, this has been a great escape for us.
No, absolutely. And I actually think that we continue to grow and evolve and stuff. I just looked at, the way it all came together. I mean, think about it. I saw you at ShopRite.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That is right.
I'm shopping at ShopRite. I said, oh, there go Coach. Hey, bro, you want, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, and then how things, it goes back to one of my favorite shows. And I'm telling you, this show, first of all, the person that put me on to the show, I gotta shout them out. Okay, because they're great people, man. You know what I'm saying? I call them the cash under the mattress. You know what I'm saying? But they put me on to this show called The Office.
I knew that was coming. Yeah.
They put me on to that show, man. Okay, and one time I was watching the show, and Robert California, he said some words to me. I'm telling you, it changed my life.
He spoke to you directly.
I promise you. At that time, I'm dealing with some things. You know what I'm saying? He said, sometimes the flowers arrange themselves. And I was like, wow, that's profound. So if I think about like how we came together, it just arranged themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's the best way for things to happen. It kind of happens organically or whatever. So that's the thing that I'm excited for. I'm excited to continue to have this growth. Oh, wait a minute. I just stole your damn. It's your turn. I'm sorry. I'm back.
Oh, it's okay, man.
You sure?
Listen, because I think you echo that. And like I said, I echo everybody who has tuned in. Like I said, we want to grow. And, if you're listening now,
we're going to grow. We're going to grow.
We want to have more people on now. We want to have more people in our community, whether it's, you're a coach of a team, if you're a parent of a player, if you're just a fan of sports, join our show, send us a message, shoot us something. We're always on Facebook. Like I said, comment, like us, be a part of it. And 2021, let's get it. We'll continue to grow.
And if you don't even have like social media, we're on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel.
Sure.
Subscribe to the channel, and we're just going to continue to evolve and continue to just continue to move forward. And hey man, I'm excited for next year. Next year, that's that year, because I think we had to go through this. It's always life is always like that though, right? Like there's rain and storm and then sunshine. So then people say, "Oh, I hate the rain. I hate the rain." But if there's no rain, there's no color. Nothing grows. So sometimes we gotta go through the rain and hopefully just to kind of escape the pain. You know what I mean? But we just know things ain't gonna never be the same. So you know what I mean? Like I think that I think that we're gonna really evolve, and this is going to really be something special.
And I was like my country music. There's a line, and it goes, "Rain makes corn, and corn makes whiskey." And whiskey makes everyone feel a little good. Yeah, so I'm just saying, I had to throw
corn make okay.
So I'm saying we always have to go through the storm to feel good.
That's it. That's it. I appreciate you guys. I think you guys are phenomenal. It's a pleasure to produce y'all and look forward to this every day. And I want to continue to move forward with that. And I just think that we're going to continue to evolve, man. And look, I'm excited. Absolutely, I'm excited. Now I'm hoping that I'm entering got a new challenge coming to me too in January now. So what's today's date? 27th. So I got like an inauguration in like 9 days. You know what I'm saying? So. Now, I'm adding some more things to my plate, but we'll get it all done. You know what I'm saying? We'll continue to evolve and grow, and that's what it's all about, man.
For sure. Well, like you said, and I knowing you like I do, it's all things that you never thought that you would be at. So it's like it's the fruition of all your hard work, and we're excited to see you do it.
Yes, absolutely. So, absolutely.
All right. Well, with that said, once again, we appreciate you watching. For Marcus Bullock, Jason Bryce, I'm Randy Duckin. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. And once again, Shay, feel better?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Let's go.
Feel better, man. Like, take the medicine, man.
Absolutely. Happy New Year all. We'll catch you in 2021.
Absolutely.